say adventure is out there, but right now it's here in Singapore. Follow along the Maiden Voyage of Disney Adventure, the newest and largest Disney cruise ship. Plus, you get to see what I ate and did throughout this vlog series. The moment I arrived at Marina Bay Cruise Center Singapore, the shore staff was already ready to tag my luggage. I arrived 5 minutes before my port arrival time and could walk right in. Once inside, it's just a short line for security screening over here. And then the check-in counters next. Here they'll verify your passport and booking details. Get the QR code from the port arrival form ready to scan here. They were already calling boarding groups after mine, so I could just walk straight on. If not, this would be the waiting area. After immigration, there's a bit of a jam here because everyone wanted to take with the Bon Voyage banners. Or you could just board the ship because isn't it more exciting inside? So the lovely staff at the check-in counters told me that my room key is already at the stateroom door. So actually after scanning in over here, I could just walk straight to my room. But there's a little party happening here. So after that big welcome at the elevator lobby, you just walk right into the place where the famous escalators can be seen, and then look at this space with the carpet on the floor, and I think that's Rapunzel's hair, and then TWGT is over here, and with Matcha Coffee next door. This whole place just feels a bit like a Disney park, sort of mall interior space. And then at the Royal Court Lounge, you have this beautiful ceiling murals. Yeah, so this is where they'll do the royal gatherings, and otherwise it's quite a peaceful space. Over on this side, you have Diamonds and Wishes selling jewelry and timepieces just across from Matcha Coffee. And that's my room key card, or key to the world card as they call it here, in the sealed envelope. This is the Deluxe stateroom with veranda, garden view, and this is the Finding Nemo theme. I think all the rooms basically have the same sort of design, it's just that this artwork here and this artwork here is slightly different. So there's one queen bed, and then this sofa converts to another bed, so you can sleep 4. And there's television, and then the balcony. It's really hot right now. It's insanely hot. I think I'll probably only use the balcony at night because it's just too hot now. But yeah, this gives us a view of the castle. And then something's happening down here, I don't know why. Wardrobe area, lots of hangers for use. Then there's a cabinet here. Store more things. And a safe for valuables. Kettle by matcha coffee and some drinks. And then there's a fridge. Bathroom here is split. So everyone here. And then this other one, where the main shower is. The safe drawer can fit my camera, my laptop, and of course any valuables, so there's quite a lot of space. So these are the Maiden Voyage gifts. We have this box here with a bag of magnets. And they are all not colored in. Okay, anyway. I think this would be maybe the markers. Yeah, it's really the markers. So a fun activity for all those on the Maiden Voyage. And then this is just a passport holder. And then we have this. I guess, yeah, just one of it is being displayed out. Ta-da! So after we settle in, the next thing is to grab some lunch. Enchanted Summer Navigators Club and Pixar Market Restaurant. And here's the view outside. So I'm back at the town square, and this is also where you'll find guest services. The line can get pretty long because everyone's facing different kind of issues or questions. So this one, it just sort of like spilled. One thing I learned on this trip is eating small meals every few hours. Otherwise, you won't be able to enjoy the dining options and various venues around the ship. Lunch on embarkation day is pretty free and easy. Just pick a restaurant you want. Check with the restaurant staff on available seating, then they will serve you drinks as well. Over at the Enchanted Summer restaurant, there are actually two sections, Olaf and Maximus, and they serve different kinds of food.
Hi, welcome on board.
Another thing to do after lunch is to go explore the ship because there are some areas that will be closed off after the ship starts sailing. For example, the kids club, because usually you need to have a kid to explore these spaces because otherwise why would an adult be visiting these spaces? So this will be closed except for families when the ship sets sail. So this is the time to go around and explore because there were a lot of other adults without children who came to these spaces to take photos because otherwise you can't do it any other time. So don't forget to explore these spaces because they are quite well themed. It's a small nursery, a staple on other Disney cruise ships. This is Captain's Deck, Mickey and Minnie's Captain's Deck. So you can have a bit of time playing around here. Wow. There's also Disney's Oceaneer Club, and then they have this hand washing machines, which I took a spin on because you need to do that before you head in. Very clean. Very wet. So that was the washing machine. And now we are at the Disney's Oceaneer Club. This is a bit like a theme park within a theme park because within this club there are several different theme spaces. The first one is Walt Disney Imagineering Lab, and then they have all these really amazing things on display, which if you're a Disney Parks fan, you definitely recognize some of the items here. You know, either they are like sculpts, sketches, or even small little trinkets. You know, like this is from Mystic Manor, obviously. Then like Dumbo. So it's really quite charming.
So we getting
You can even see some materials related to the Disney Adventure cruise ship over here. This is Andy's toy box, obviously Toy Story themed. The Fairy Tale Hall, which is obviously very princess themed. The last area is the Marvel Web Workshop, which feels like it's a Peter Parker themed space. There's even a Spider-Man suit here. And this is one of the cool things that you could play with over here. And now I'm heading to the most exciting indoor area in this whole cruise ship, and it's on deck 7, and that's San Fransokyo Street. There are also 2 clubs here, but they are for teens. first one is Edge for tweens aged 11 to 14. The next club is called Vibe. It's for teens ages 14 to 17. Pretty cool wall over here with all those vinyl looking covers. There's a lot of things to do at Fransokyo Street. Apart from the Big Hero arcade, there's also the Daffy and Friends shop and the National Geographic shop. Right at the end is Baymax Cinemas. Another thing to note about Embarkation Day is that most of the shops won't be open until late at night. Otherwise, there's a lot of arcade games to play here. They are all customized for the Disney adventure, so they're all unique, and all you need to do is to scan your key card to play the games. So they are all free. And if I'm not wrong, the games are open 24/7, so you can enjoy them anytime during your cruise. This is the Heroes Challenge game, and during peak periods, you need to make a reservation using the Disney Navigator app. I thought that the arcade machine games weren't really that fun. They look quite interesting, but when you're actually playing it, it's actually not so fun. So just play once and leave. All these shop facades in Fransokyo Street, it's just like the Disney parks. There's like a lot of things to see in the windows, so take your time to walk around and catch the little details. As you're exploring, don't forget to catch the Let's Set Sail show. So unlike other Disney cruises, this show is performed multiple times because the area to watch the show is just too small. And even after the last show has ended, actually the ship hasn't set sail at all, which is quite hilarious.
What you all wish for your dreams of adventure to come true. It's time to sail away. Get enough, yeah, I can feel the love, yeah, adventure waiting for us on the sea. And on board you with the family. Let's set sail, anywhere you wanna be. Let's set sail.
seeing the entertainment here on board, but I have a question for you. Who's ready to let set sail? Well, what better way to get the best vacation underway than sounding the ship's horn from 5 to 1? Mickey, Minnie, are you going to help us out?
We'd love to. Will you all help us count down?
Happy to!
What fun!
Ready?
From 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Adventure time!
Let's
set sail anywhere you wanna be. Let's set sail and make a million memories now. We gotta wish upon a brighter star. It's right there where you are. Adventure's near and far. I'm ready, let's set sail. I wanna be out on the sea. I'm ready, let's set sail. I wanna be out on the sea. I'm ready, let's set sail.
Your wish is granted!
Let's set sail anywhere you wanna be. Let's set sail, make a million memories now. We gotta wish upon a brighter star. It's right there where you are. Adventure's near and far. I'm ready, let's set sail. I wanna be out on the sea. I'm ready, let's set sail. I wanna be out on the sea. I'm ready, let's set sail. I wanna be out on the sea. I'm ready, let's set sail. I wanna be out on the sea. I'm ready, let's set sail.
After the show, you could also check out some of the quick service restaurants. 4 of them are on deck 10. And this one, serving Indian food, is pretty great. I think everyone said the food here is really good. And it is. So you can pick and mix what you want and then just find a table and enjoy it. It's great after watching a show, you know, so high energy. Drinks are not available inside because they have beverage counters outside where it's free flow. On the left in this part of the video, you will see people are getting drinks. So these drink stations, they have one here, they have one at Discovery Reef. You can also find some of them at deck 17 where the pools are. And now I'm going to the other part of deck 10. So the weird thing about this ship is the deck 10 is split in a very weird way because of this viewing area for the garden stage. So to get to the facilities at deck 10 forward and forward mid, you need to actually walk up the steps as shown just now and then take the stairs down after you have walked through the castle. And now that we are here, this area is the garden part of the Disney Imagination Garden. This is where my stateroom actually faces. There's a nice garden bar here, but I just felt that on most days it's just way too hot. Even in the evenings, it sometimes feels rather hot and I'm not sure what I can do because the ventilation is just really poor here. So next stop in the open houses is the spa and fitness center. This is the Infinite Bliss Spa and it's open to all guests. The other one is for concierge guests only. So there's a gym here, or the fitness center, which surprisingly is quite well equipped. They have a lot of weight machines, they have dumbbells up to 75 pounds. It's a really nice gym, it's just that you might not have time to come here given all the things that you have to do to enjoy the cruise. But if you need to get a workout, this is the place to go. There's even a Smith machine, which is pretty impressive. Most hotel gyms don't even have one. Then a lot of cardio machines because you'll be eating a lot throughout the cruise, and if you want to walk it off, you can come here. But I found deck 18 to be nicer. Maybe when it's too hot, this will be the place to go. There's even a studio here. Classes are not free, you get a class pass using the Disney Navigator app or just head to the front desk and then you can join a spin class or a yoga class, whatever they offer here. There are towels and cold towels provided here, so you don't need to bring anything from your stateroom. They even have cups, chilled water, and even some fruits. There's also a smoothie bar here, but you need to pay for anything you order here. The spa is just next door, and there are also other beauty services provided here, but I think they are all pretty expensive, and this, if I'm not wrong, isn't really like a Disney thing, but if you want to pamper yourself, this is the place to go. It's all by ELEMIS.
You see the sand one.
So different rooms of different kind of treatments. There's even this quite interesting one, which is, I don't know, this sand table where you can lie down and enjoy some sound therapy. So now let's walk from deck 11 to deck 10 through the Disney Imagination Garden so you can get a feel of how it's like to enjoy the atmosphere and the theming that Disney has done to make this ship feel magical. When the stage is in this sort of like a sleep mode, it just shows you this rather soothing landscape of an enchanted garden. Then this is the transition zone, which is a bit strange, but I guess it works. It's just very oddly cramped during peak periods. Like sometimes they just close this tunnel because there's just no many people. And then you will go into the aft lobby for deck 10, which has escalators leading to deck 9, and if you continue walking straight on, you'll end up in the Disney Discovery Reef.
Oh my!
Just happened. Happened to feel your energy.
Oh my goodness! How are you? Look at my outfit. Outfit check.
Oh my god. No, it's nice. So right now you hear the announcement. That's the ship informing everyone to get ready for the safety drills that's going to happen around 4 p.m. And this is really important because if anyone doesn't attend the drill, the ship can't set sail. So actually they should just call it the Let's Set Sail drill or something. Wow.
Following instructions of the assembly leader and crew. Attendance of the drill is mandatory, and a roll call will be taken. While walking decks may be slippery, especially when wet, also be aware of raised sills and steps if you are passing through doors.
The restaurants that I've just walked past, these are Palo Trattoria and Mike and Sally's Flavors of Asia. These are premium dining venues, so they are not included with the cruise fare. Here's another look at the Disney Discovery Reef, and you can sort of get like a value resort vibe here. Although Nemo and Dory looks really good here, but the rest of the stage just looks a bit flat to me. Now we are making our way to the assembly point for the safety drills. Please be on time, or better yet, please be early so that they can do this on time and everyone can resume their lives on the cruise ship.
You are taking. The Disney Adventure smoke detection system is linked to a miss alarm. Shortly after the activation of the stateroom smoke detector, a bridge officer will be calling the stateroom to check on the status of the guests and room. If fireproof doors may block your route. They may be opened by hand and will close automatically behind you. The Disney Adventure is equipped with low-level emergency lighting, which is installed in the floors of the corridors to help guide you to the exits.
My assembly point is D1 and it's in the D lounge. Because this drill is mandatory, you need to scan in using your key card.
Okay. Good stop here. Perfect. Welcome, guys.
Cover your ears at this time. Life jackets will be provided by your assembly team. In the unlikely event that it is necessary to abandon ship, the order will be given verbally by the captain over the public address system from the bridge, and your lifeboat will be prepared for boarding on Deck 7. The assembly teams are trained to take you in small groups from the assembly station to the lifeboat.
May I have your attention, please? Guest assembly stations Lima, Mike, Hotel, India. Proceed to your exit via the forward guest stairwell. Assembly stations November, Oscar, Juliet, Kilo. Proceed to your exit towards the aft guest stairwell.
We had to wait for several groups before we could finally leave, and it was a bit weird because we had to leave through this tiny little doorway to, I don't know, maybe that's because that's where we're supposed to go if we need to take the emergency boats, and then after that we have to walk out and then back in. Then we saw some of the other groups that are just still waiting for their turn to leave, and they are all just like silently watching us walk by. So this led to one of the dramas from day one of the Maiden Voyage, which is the Charm Bracelet saga. So for some reason, Diamonds and Wishes held their Charm Bracelet giveaway event at 4:30 right after safety drills, and basically no one was prepared for this because everyone had the same idea essentially. After the master drills, I'm heading straight to get my free charms. So the queues spilling everywhere, it sort of merged into guest services, and they were going in the guest services line also asking questions about the pin badges and the certificate. So it was just crazy because everyone's just demanding for free stuff. I was only here because my Wi-Fi package had a problem, it couldn't activate, but somehow it did when I was the next person in line. So yeah. The aftermath of the Charm Bracelet.
Okay, everyone, you're gonna receive your Charm Bracelet.
But I was able to witness the insanity that was going on here, and what they decided was no more Charm Bracelet giveaway, we'll just send them to your stateroom, and that's the end. And now I'm heading to the Walt Disney Theatre to watch Disney Sees the Adventure, one of the shows that you can find on the ship. There's no reservation required on the first day, you can just pick any slot you want, you can watch it a few more times if you really love it. Wow. This is the view from my seat. I have to lean forward like this. After the show, the timing is perfect to head for dinner, and my rotational dining venue for tonight is the Pixar Market Restaurant.
How are you? What's your table number?
73, please.
73.
The restaurant has many cute touches referencing all the Pixar movies, and overall it's quite cute, but if I had a choice I would request not to come here for dinner because I could come back here for breakfast, and I'd rather check out another place instead. Dining on the Disney cruise is always fun because you can order anything from the menu, even the kids menu, and you can order as much as you want. Another key feature of rotational dining on the Disney Cruise Line is that your fellow diners and serving team will rotate with you across the various dining venues throughout the entire cruise. So you form this cruise family with your fellow diners and serving team, and during dinner it's a time where you catch up and share about your day. So I think it does make the cruise feel more special and memorable.
So Alex and Sandy, who look after you tonight, every restaurant you're going, navigator and animator as well. I just something give us entertainment. So for breakfast tomorrow, Pixar are open. The Pixar and Enchanted Summer, the Olaf and the Maximus are open for buffet. Buffet, okay? And for a la carte, for breakfast, Navigator's Restaurant. That's for you. Navigator. Tomorrow different origami, okay?
Someone just ambushed us with the Mickey bar.
Tomorrow will be another long night.
After dinner, I like to have a walk, and the good thing is the Pixar Market restaurant is on deck 17, same as the pool decks. So I could just walk out of the restaurant and straight into this area and enjoy the sea breeze. From deck 17, you could even watch the show at the garden stage. I think it'll be a pretty cool viewpoint. This part of the cruise ship is called Toy Story Place, which is why I've been hearing all the Toy Story music. And yeah, it is a pool area essentially. So there are the pools, jacuzzis, water slides, and a water playground, which I'll show in another video when it's daytime. This is also the spot which I stood for my fireworks, which I'll put it in another video. I felt that at night this place just lacks the color that makes it feel very Toy Story, so maybe they should just, decorate it a little bit more. Next to the Toy Story place is Marvel Landing, and we are just gonna head straight to one of the rides immediately. So that was pretty fun, but I think I have really managed my expectations. Okay, what is it so long? Next to Groot's Galaxy Spin is Pim's Quantum Racers. For some reason, this ride is really problematic. I heard that if the ride vehicles collide with a wall or with another vehicle, the whole ride just shut down and you have to manually reset everything. And that includes testing the ride with the cast members. It's broken down again during testing. Time to skip the ride and grab a snack instead. Can I have a mix?
Enjoy.
Thank you. I'm just sitting down here randomly to enjoy the sea breeze. Also, this big screen is called the Adventure Vision because there's no funnel vision on the Disney Adventure. So on every deck you can find some pretty unique and nice artwork of different Disney IPs, like Spider-Man on this one. So the carpet actually gives you a hint of the artwork that's inside the staterooms for that deck. And now we're at deck 13, home of Finding Nemo. The pixie dusting season has started for the Maiden Voyage, and I had no idea it's gonna be so intense. It seemed like a fun idea, and it's part of the Disney cruise culture. It's like doing 3 doors or 2 doors at the same time. Need to figure out how to do this in a more productive way. Looking at this, I can't think right now actually. Turn down service with a towel animal. It looks like sea dragon creature of sorts, and they gave us chocolates and the charm bracelet that caused the drama today. Heading out of my stateroom again because one of the shops is open. It's called Treasures Untold at the Disney Discovery Reef area.
Are you preparing to dance party?
No, I'm just walking around.
You might want to stay, it's super fun.
Okay. Queue just to go to shop. So the World of Disney store, which has most of the Maiden Voyage items, it's currently closed except for guests with reservations. So the rest of us decided to come to this one, which didn't have any exciting things, to be very honest.
Oh, I thought totally like leaving. Oh my god, no.
The middle one says Disney Adventure Inaugural Sailing. At the back you have the cruise line logo, it says Disney Cruise Line.
The shop was too crowded and the queue was too long to check out, so I decided to resume my pixie dusting, and that was the end of the first night. Thanks for watching part 1 of my Disney Adventure Maiden Voyage vlog series. In part 2, I'll show you more, the food I ate, the things I saw, the merch I bought, and of course the fireworks show at sea, the Lion King celebration in the sky. Stay tuned!